Hey everyone, my name is Chloe Harden. I am currently a senior at Regent University and this is my last semester, thank God. I'll graduate in December with my bachelor's in business management, and I am hoping to go into human resources later on, and I'll be starting my MBA with Regent in the next year. This is a speech on my leadership interview that I did for Genie 402, Professor Matt Field's class. And I just wanted to get into it. So, my name's Chloe Harden. This is Genie 402. What my paper was on. So I decided to write about, originally I was going to write about a good family friend and their realtor business. But unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, they were not healthy enough to do the interview, so I looked for a different family friend than I knew of, Tyler Hendricks. So Tyler Hendricks is the bar manager at Brick's Pizza and Bar in Woodbridge, Virginia. I've known him for quite some time. Great person, God-fearing man. And so going through this interview, a little hurried, but thankfully I was able to pull through. I asked the 10 questions, I believe. I asked the 11 questions that were in our assignment index description instead of coming up with my own. I was having a hard time doing that. But going through this leadership interview and seeing kind of what makes somebody else a good Christian leader, whether or not that's my takeaway from the interview, was very interesting to see. And I definitely think that it benefited me a lot in my pursuit of knowledge, and especially towards the end of my degree, which it is required to take the Making of the Christian Leader, Genie 402, in your last year of college at Regent. And I think that I was definitely in search for what was going to potentially make me a successful Christian leader in the future in my career, and I think that this has definitely helped, and this class has prepared me quite a bit to be able to do that, thankfully. And through the Christian Character Index that we did at the beginning of this class, I think it definitely gave me a good insight into what I was working with and what characteristics the quote-unquote a good Christian leader should have or possess. And I'm not going to go over my scores necessarily because I think that they're personal. But I think it definitely gave me a good perspective on what I should be looking to grow in through Christ, and what information and mentorship I should be taking from others. I think one of the things that really stuck with me from my interview with Tyler Hendricks was when I asked him what advice do you have for building relationships and trust in a group or organization. This is a really big thing to me because I think trust is extremely important in not just a work life or work relationship, but in personal life as well. And Tyler said, "Communicate with empathy and transparency. At the end of the day, I work with humans in order to serve humans in a hospitable and professional manner. Trust is a hard thing to build without tenure and a track record of success." Tyler is new to this position that he currently has. He moved to the area about a year ago, and or a little under that, and since coming into this position has grown immensely, I do believe. and has really shown that through his work ethic and just the brief conversation that him and I had. And he said, each interpersonal interaction builds into a bank of trust. So to say, some interactions are deposits and some are withdrawals. It is important through recognition and affirmation to have more deposits in order to build rapport and trust with individuals within an organization. And I think that that is an extremely profound thing that I had not heard before, and I think that it will definitely be benefiting me moving forward in this class, learning about the different aspects of being a Christian leader and the making of it and who God calls us to be in leadership. And that it's not just about being in charge of people or having a lot of responsibility. It's who those people see you as, and if they see you not sharing the gospel in a workplace, but if you can look at that person and be like, wow, they're really exemplifying the love of the Lord in everything that they do. And that's who I hope to be as a leader.